Hi, and welcome to the second edition of Ship It and Sip It. I'm here with Vladimir Panteleev. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. And this week we had to shoot in the morning, so we decided instead of beer, we're going to have some Irish coffee.
Yeah.
What's your favorite kind of coffee?
Black.
Black coffee.
Black coffee, I believe, yeah.
Espresso, cappuccino?
Americano, I believe.
Americano.
Double Americano.
Double Americano.
Yeah, like a lot of coffee, a lot of water, a lot of stuff to do.
Straight to the point.
Yeah.
Do you get into any of like the new hipster coffee styles, like the fancy drip V60 AeroPress?
No, it's too complicated for me actually.
Yeah.
I like just quick coffee. Like I came to any coffee shop and like, hey, give me coffee, and like it's yours. And bye bye.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I've been living with a French press for years. I love it, just for at-home use. So let's make some Irish coffees.
Yeah.
We don't have an exact recipe for this, so we're just going to go with coffee, whiskey, and Irish cream.
Yeah.
Do you want sugar?
Nope.
No sugar.
Yeah,
Just
like,
black. All right.
like healthy lifestyle. So on the gyms in here.
All right. How much Jameson? That looks about right.
Like on your taste, actually.
I'll let you pour yours.
Okay, so cheers.
Just to sweeten things up.
Same here.
Whoops.
Thanks. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks. Good morning.
All right. So Ship It and Sip It is all about talking about news from Paralect and news from the wider world of startups.
Yeah.
So what's new with you these days?
What's new? Nice coffee. Like, recommend you to start your day with this recipe. Actually, a lot of work, a lot of startups, and this COVID time provide a lot of ideas to guys that sit at home and want to do something. So it's a lot of startups, a lot of guys who want to launch something. So it's really a lot of stuff to do, and no guys who can do that. So it's a lot of developers, a lot of guys, but it's really hard to create a lot of people who can do some engineering work,
Yeah.
So and a lot of startups here last year was really like boom of all the startups actions.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Awesome. But you've been working at Paralect for 6 years now?
Almost, yeah.
And during that time, you've been an engineer and then a project manager.
Right? Yeah.
Tell us about the experience that you had switching from engineering to project management. Why did you make that move? Why did you enjoy it or not?
Oh, it was really hard move for me and hard decision. I like people more than computers. I like computers, really, but I also like any kind of people, and also hard people, any uncomfortable people.
All right.
So it's interesting for me. It's kind of game to find a key to any person. Maybe difficult.
So it's a challenge, right?
Yeah, it's really a challenge. Sometimes,
right.
But sometimes not. Yeah, and I was just like, hey, I like people, I like communication, I like meetings, I like resolve any problems, issues, and I like customers. Our customers are really great. So
You're great.
You're great. So I was like, hey, I want to be a project manager, and I switched the role. But anyway, I was involved in all this engineering stuff, engineering problem decision, and when I started my first project at like a single project manager with a few guys in team, I was really involved in all this architecture decision making, all this technical decision making, and it was really great. So I like such like work style when you not only like manager as like I'm a boss, so please deploy this feature today, or I don't know.
Yeah.
So I was like part of the team who trying to help team not only from management part, but also share maybe some interesting experience from my side, because I had a lot of stuff fail.
All right. So do you think it's really important for people that want to be project managers to have an engineering background? What are some of the extra challenges that people who don't have that background would face in project management?
Yeah, for me, project manager is like barman, So, but it's like vice versa role. So barman may be good barman who do great drinks,
Right.
And he can just stay without any words and no talking with any guests, just making great cocktails. And it's good. It's good barman. So he's like great chef of his bar. And same for project manager. You can be like project manager without any technical background, and you can be good manager. Mm-hmm. But in case you have like some technical background, it's like talking smarty pants barman. Who can talk with anybody and create party from nothing.
Okay, so someone that can have like a deeper connection other than you make tasty drinks.
Yeah. Right. So same for project manager. In case you have like project manager in our industry, like IT. So in case you have some technical background, you can create more stable connection with your team and deeper understanding what is going on. Because sometimes I don't understand what is going on at all.
In one of your earlier interviews, you described working with engineers as something like herding cats, I believe?
Yeah.
I read it in translation, so maybe I'm taking that out of context. Yeah. What did you mean by that, and how are engineers like herding cats?
Cats, and engineers, they really like freedom, and you can just. It's not like dogs. When you have really good dog who can understand you, and you said like, hey, my dog, please bring me whiskey, and dog.
That's a good dog.
Yeah, it's good dog. But you can't like do same things with cats.
Right.
Like they like just pour and nothing. If they want to pour, they go to you. If not, though, you can't just make these cats to love you. Same with engineers. You need to understand how to work with them, because it's not like directly managed people. Mm-hmm. You need to motivate them, because they can just it's. Also, I believe issue and maybe a nice feature of our work in IT. It's really good place where you can work, because you can switch the job easily, like in one day. Because it's a lot of companies, a lot of startups that want great engineers. Yeah. So engineers don't like afraid to be fired. Right. So you can just push them, like I fire you. Or something, or I beat you.
You need to find some other motivation.
And
you can't be motivated by fear, because
it's not work for them. So and it's same things for cats. They can just leave your house because they don't want to be here. So you need to love them and find keys for every developer, like to motivate. I like such management style. Is it called coach management?
Coach management.
Yeah,
tell me about that.
Yeah, it's not about direct management where you say people what they need to do. Right. It's like about describing our aims and goals for project, what we're gonna to achieve, and with team work together. You're not like one single person who leads them. Everybody in the team understand what we're gonna to do, and final goal. Not just like this iteration we do this and everything. They understand whole process of whole project. Is it MVP, or is it like ongoing big project for fintech or something like this?
I wanted to ask you a little bit more about motivation, because this is something I've noticed this is a question I've had about projects here, where the project team doesn't necessarily get to use whatever their product they're making. So for example, we've done a large and long-term fintech partner for the European market, but here in Minsk, we can't use the product. It looks really cool. I'd love to have that app on my phone, but I can't use it. So how do teams here feel about that? And how do you think it would be different if you could actually use the products you're creating?
For sure, in case you do something and you can show it to your friends and like, hey, I did it. It's cool. It's really motivation for people. But from my experience, people here and everywhere, I believe, they have some different goals in life and values. So somebody of our team like some tech stuff, and they like do some complex features and resolve some complex issues and problems. And for them, not necessary to even touch or see the results. They want just resolve issue and then explain this solution for their friends. And that's, from my point of view, most of engineers like such stuff, like resolve all these puzzles and then share this experience. Some more, let's say, creative person. I don't like to say that engineers not creative, but I mean guys who are not writing the code. They like more business approach and business side of products and business side of work what we do. So they like somebody like profit and money and numbers, like it's like score in a game, like how many money, no, it's wrong. How much money? How much money your project raised or something. So, so it's different for different people. But for engineers, it's complex issues. For other business guys, it's more about business. For me, as a project manager, personally, I like happy customers. It's my main motivation.
Could you define customers in this case? Are you talking about the clients of Paralect or the end user of the app itself?
It's same for me. I mean, customer for my service is like I, as a project manager, do some stuff, and I mean processes, reports, meetings. I don't know, and I like to see happy faces when I share my status. So it's like my, I don't know, my main goal here, maybe. So it motivates me a lot when I see happy customer, when I say that, hey, we finished the feature before we planned or something like this.
Happy customers are the most important. All right, that's good.
For you customers.
You described a major project management software tool with a strong four-letter word yesterday. What is wrong with project management software, and what do you think should be fixed to make it better?
I don't know, it's maybe, like for me personally, main issue is performance. It's completely broken from this point of view because you need NASA computers to make these tools working right. But on my...
you just need one of those new M1 chip.
Yeah, maybe, but it's really hard to work with one tool that named as 4 letters. So it's really hard to work with because of performance, because in case you do something and it's like freezing or loading a lot of time and you can get 2 cups of coffee when it's loading, it's not awesome. Yeah, but in other ways it's just actually all project management tools is just notebooks and task trackers.
Right.
So it's place where you have tasks and description. That's it. It's easy. It's really easy tool for develop, and we have a lot of tools like Trello.
Yeah,
and
there are tons and tons of products for project management, for note taking that sort of blend the lines between them. They're getting more and more interesting, more and more beautiful, maybe.
But
so how do you decide with say you had a new team and you said, okay, I hate this one that we've been using for X years, let's do something new.
Actually, you have to use this slow software in case you want to build like big project, because it's really scalable too, but it's really, let's say, slow. So I like to work with small teams, with small project just because you have a lot of tools for that. So you don't need to like really complex solutions that work with tons and gigabytes of tasks. You just need a really small knife for project management, like Trello or something. But in case your project will grow, so you need to scale your process, you need to see big picture, you need to create big reports, and all this functionality require a lot of muscle power of your laptop.
All right, while we're talking about tools and project management. What's your relationship with Slack like?
When I firstly saw the Slack, I saw but it's like shitty Telegram, you know.
It's like shitty Telegram.
Let's use Telegram instead. But then I understand what features of this Slack, and anyway, Slack for small teams is just one channel, let's say. So you can replace it with Telegram. But when you start growing, you have a lot of channels, you have a lot of discussions, a lot of topics. You have to divide it, and you have to use Slack or Teams. Actually, Teams and Slack is absolutely the same stuff. So yeah, but for usual consumer,
right.
Slack may look like it's just strange Telegram with some strange channels, like okay, yeah. But one more word about project management tools. I like to use these tools in regular life and share this knowledge, because a lot of people faced with management issues, like time management issues, for example. And when I started working as project manager, I started to use Google Calendar. And after weeks, I understand how powerful and how useful this tool. And now I'm sharing this knowledge across all my friends, all my colleagues, and trying to push everybody to use it, because it's really comfortable and useful to keep everything in your calendar and see and understand what you need to do. You don't need to remember it.
So if somebody wants to grab a beer with you, you like send them a calendar invite?
Yeah, really. Okay, they may not accept it, but I usually, when I sit alone and want to drink beer, I just send all my friends invitation. Maybe someone of them accept this.
All right, let's talk about a little bit about the course you did. You've just finished up, right?
Yeah, a few weeks.
A course for project managers with the school called TeachMeSkills.
Yeah.
Why did you want to do this course? Was this your first course?
Not actually. First course about project management, but I really like education stuff, and my first project about education was actually a workshop. It's currently like celebrate 4th or 5th year of existing.
The Paralect Workshop.
Paralect Workshop.
Yeah.
Paralect Workshop.
Check out Paralect Workshop YouTube channel to see the latest.
Yeah. And when I started this project, let's say, I'm just wondering how I can share my knowledge and find some other knowledge and push other people to share their knowledge. Yeah, and it was great. And then I found RollingScopes is a free school for front-end developers. And now it's free school for any kind of developers, actually. So it's a good like school, because it's not require money from you. It's require your time, because when you finish these courses, RollingScopes, I mean, you like not actually have to, but you should back and share your knowledge with next generation students.
Okay, so they keep bringing the teachers back from the previous classes?
From students, yeah.
Okay, so did you study there?
No.
Oh, you just went there to teach?
Yeah. I have a lot of friends from this school, and they told me about it, and they were, hey, good idea. Like let's try. What I have a lot of experience with JavaScript, and currently I'm project manager, and I would like to refresh some knowledge and like repeat something. And I started first course, and then second course, then third course, and I finished with 3 generations of students, and some of them working here at Paralect. So
awesome.
Yeah, it's really great people, and like it was great. So personally, I like motivate people more than teach them, like because it's more important, I believe, for such courses. Right. Because I can't be online like all day, all time to explain something. So I decided to spend this 1 hour per week just to motivate people and, maybe aim them somewhere so they can.
So there's Stack Overflow.
Yeah. Sounds like this, and you have to use it.
Let's go to TeachMeSkills project management course. What was the motivation behind that, and how is it awesome?
Yeah. So it was last summer, like in June or July. Their CEO, Ilya, called me and they, hey, Vladimir, how are you doing? What are you doing? And hey, I'm okay, how are you? And they offer me to start and create new course for project manager. So, and firstly I was like, hey, what? I don't know anything about project management. I know something about JavaScript and I have only 2 or 3 years of experience. It's nothing. Like, I get this stuff from my students. Like, I don't believe in myself. Okay.
So the first step was to motivate yourself to actually teach the course.
It's really hard to create something from scratch.
Yeah.
Actually about education, because I'm not like project management guru who was in management university or something. So I started to Googling, researching and trying to create a good structure of this course. So our students will get some knowledges and in right order, let's say.
Right.
And I created program and back to this TeachMeSkills management, and program was about 4 months. And I like, hey, it's only 4 months, just 4 months, it's nothing. Of course, I will do that, it's easy. But then I started to prepare a presentation and I, oh fuck, 4 months.
And
God.
How many classes per week?
Two classes for 3 hours each.
Oh, that's a lot.
That's a lot. It's really a lot. So firstly, I was full of energy and I tell them stories and fairy tales about everything. And I had a lot of stories in my backpack.
Right.
But then after 2 months, I started tired and
you started to run out of stories.
Yeah. So maybe I should.
Or you started to tell the same stories again.
No stories at all, but it was funny when I tell the same story twice. And I started thinking about maybe I should quit it. But no, it was. I saw my students. They want to find a job, and I can't just go out. So it's not about me. It's all about them. So I get all my stuff in my hands. And back to work, back to prepare presentations. And we finally finished these courses like a few weeks ago. And my personal pride is that sort of group is like 4 or 5 people found the job before course ended.
Yeah.
So it's really my pride, because for any courses and any training programs for that, my main KPI is about employment. And it was cool. It was really great experience, and I believe I get a lot of knowledge about education, a lot of knowledge about management, and I found a lot of great people there. Now my let's say goal and maybe some dream is prepare some course, maybe some kind of program for senior engineers like me was previously to promote managers. So prepare special course for guys who understand how it works, but share with them some secrets and some advanced stuff about project management. Not like basic stuff, but some cool ninja guides for how to be these managers and start to be manage teams, not just be a engineer.
Right. And this is a theme that I want to dig into a little bit with you, because I've seen this discussed among startups and tech people online. The route to promotion for very high-level engineers almost always goes into management. Is this the only way to move ahead in your career, and does it really suit everyone?
Not actually, but this promotion to managers resolve one big issue is scaling of your knowledge. So in case you really senior manager kind of architecture, you have a lot of knowledge. really a lot. And you can resolve any kind of issues and create really great product, but you're alone, like you're one who knows it. So when you face this issue, you have to scale your knowledge. So you can either share your knowledge and do some training programs or something like this, or you can be like a manager who just provide solutions to other guys and just resolve some issues, but not do something by your hands.
Let's talk about what you're doing now with Paralect. Last Friday was your last day as project manager. You've retired at the old age of 29? How old are you?
25.
25!
29. Oh.
I guessed wrong. All right, last Friday was your last day as project manager at Paralect. You've retired at the ripe old age of 25.
25, yeah.
What are you doing now with Paralect, and what are you excited about in the future of your role here?
Currently, Paralect is place for my soul. Is like I spent 20% of my life here, so it's like my second university. I learned a lot of here, and I found a lot of great guys here. So I can't just leave, guys. I can't just go out. So I have my my stuff here, like like cups and some projects.
Some very nice pencils.
Yeah. Yeah, sounds like this. And I'm trying to proceed working with my workshop and my some projects. But it's more about soul and about warm culture here, because I like this place. I like people. It's about
community.
Here. It's about community, yeah, right. It's not about office or projects. It's all about customers and community.
Yeah. Well, cool. What is upcoming with the Paralect Workshop? What can we look forward to there?
As I know, I can share with you some insights.
Some teasers.
Teasers, yeah. We prepare a great workshop with our DevOps engineers. Not our, but some DevOps engineers. And also we have some game producers. So it would be like really top level speakers. Like really top level speakers who know more than one language. I'm just kidding. So yeah, we're going to release some great workshops about DevOps and some of this infrastructure stuff. And yeah, we prepare game producer for our workshop. So be tuned.
All right, that's coming up in workshops. Cool. Your other passion project is machine learning. You said to me that you want to get more engineers here familiar with and passionate about using machine learning or understanding how to integrate it into products. When did you start getting really into it, and why do you think it is the future for all mankind?
So my first experience with machine learning was in university. It was about computer vision and image processing. So, and it was really easy for me then. And like, hey, it's great science because I understand it. So let's use it. And then after few years in Paralect about web development, I just sit and thinking about like, hey, I can do machine learning here too. It's previously it was really about math and about all this computer science and rocket science about machine learning and computer vision. But now we starting to get a lot of services in our clouds about machine learning, and it's really easy to use even if you just junior JavaScript developer. You need just to understand what you're gonna to do, and you need to understand how your network work, just to send requests to these networks and clouds to get some results. And I believe that in a few, let's say, weeks or months, we can provide some offers to our clients and provide them service about machine learning
Super.
for not really pricey stuff, but
Low
provide them.
cost, high quality.
Yeah.
So what are some of the new tools or products that have come to the market that have made this more accessible, that made it cheaper for guys like you to play with?
Yeah, it's mostly about Amazon Web Services. It's really great guy. Sorry. Really great guy from Amazon.
Just the one bald guy.
One bald guy, yeah. So it's a really good service with a lot of stuff. They update their services like, I don't know, daily. And like last year, it was a few services for natural language processing. And now it's really great complex solution for any kind of tasks. And you can do everything.
All right. Are there any downsides to this machine learning and AI invading our world?
I don't know.
Let's take an example. Self-driving cars. Would you ride in a self-driving car?
Yeah, because I have no driver license. So it's only way to drive the car for me now.
On a long-distance trip on a highway in today's world where there's still human drivers, there's still tractors, horses. we're in Minsk,
Everything,
so anything can be there. Would you trust that computer vision system to get you to your destination safely? Or what would it take for you to trust it?
As an engineer, I understand how it works, and I understand how all this stuff created. So I would like to not trust this right now. Because it's you have to put your hands on a wheel because you have to, because it's not finalized technology. I believe it's not really production ready, but as assistant is really good technology. So I believe it's not fully automated self-driving car is a solution, but as assistants who can help you avoid any incidents on your road, it's really great. So I prefer to wait for some years and drive self-driving car without driver license, I believe.
Right.
So,
and I mean, I prefer to just take a train because it's, it's so much more relaxing to just get in a vehicle and not have to make those decisions. And you just get to your destination and you expect with reasonable certainty that you will get there safely.
Yeah.
So I look forward to the day when self-driving cars are the same way. Now, there's a lot that needs to happen in terms of our infrastructure so that roads turn into the same level of surety as a railroad track, right? So I think it's still a little bit very far away.
Yeah, and you don't need to park your train.
Yeah, you don't need to park your train. It's fantastic. You just get out
and go away
and forget about the train.
Yeah, it's good. Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Thank you, Vladimir, for coming on to the second episode of Ship It and Sip It. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Remember, everyone, don't deploy on Fridays, and enjoy your startup, your job, your life this weekend.
Thanks, John. You too. Bye-bye.
We've got an after-hour question from your host, John. I wanted to ask you, your journey has been from engineer to project manager, now to product owner. What's it going to take for you to start your own company, start your own startup? Aside from money and happy customers.
I don't know, actually. It's a lot of pain in the ass. You can ask Dmitry, but it's really a lot of pain in the ass to create your own company. But I believe someday I will create something. But I don't know. For now I like my position, let's say, and my role. But let me dream about it.
All right.
I believe,
of course,
it shouldn't be like a big corporation at all.
No, it should be a startup.
Yeah, maybe, but I like all this crafting culture about IT engineers and everything. So you can create plant where everybody. Engineers work for customers and do something, but you can create crafting studio, really small place with really high quality stuff. And it's like, I don't know, it's like Italian suits, you know?
Right.
You
It's a startup boutique. It's an
yeah,
education.
it's boutique. Yeah, you're right. So maybe something like this, but who knows? Maybe we'll see you at Google someday.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Bye bye.